RingGangRadio.com. Take over. Last mission. Final boss mode. What it do?
So on to the next one, and the one that's probably the most popular of the cards, especially probably the most popular card this month, I should say, is the Triller card. You know, Triller is it's the new kid on the block for boxing. If you've been hiding under a rock, you know, Triller, you know, made its debut with last year with Tyson and Roy Jones in the best, probably up, you know, from top to bottom, probably the best boxing pay-per-view of that year, which wasn't saying much because there were few, but but in card wise, it was really a great card, and because of that, Triller, you know, moved on. You know, it's like, okay, we got this revenue now, so yeah, we're gonna do this Triller Fight Club shit. So I mean, they had Jake Paul earlier this year against Ben Askren, and you know that card was full of fuckery. So now they actually joined, so now they actually got themselves a legitimate fight in their main event, thanks to Top Rank dropping the fucking ball. Now, imagine that you're the unified lineal champion at 135, and you say to your promoter, like, yo, I want a big fight, you know, I want to make some champion money. And your promoters talk about, nah, you know, we're not really feeling your opponent like that, so we don't really want to pay you like that. And you go and you give them a number that they still, you know, that they'd be cool with, and they still don't want to do it. So you got to go, you got to go a purse bid. You got to go to the purse bid, where you can run the risk of one of your top fighters not making his first title defense on your platform. Well, that's exactly what the fuck happened with this one. Enter Triller, who won the bid over Top Rank and also Eddie Hearn at Matchroom Boxing, you know, by putting in a bid more than Top Rank and Matchroom's bid combined, with $6.01 million. You know, which now I think because they offer they do that at a 70-30% split. So Teofimo got his money. Pretty much he'll be making $4 million. Minus 700,000, you know, for Top Rank. So that was a huge embarrassment for Top Rank to now, you know, for that to happen. And Kambosos obviously is getting his highest payday. He's getting, you know, he's like, you know, pretty much like almost $2 million, you know, minus whatever he has to give to Lou DiBella, you know. So yeah, like so both these cats are motivated. Like they
prize fighting.
Yeah, it's prize fighting, and they motivate too. I mean, I will say this too. Like, I do like what Triller's doing with the videos. Like, they have both of them, like, you know, messing around with the Triller app and the TikToks and shit like that. They have them doing that shit. So like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, they put like legit promotion, like something like Top Rank, you know, needed to do for that Taylor Ramirez fight.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, like. And the funny thing is, Top Rank is because now that they were embarrassed, like they haven't mentioned they haven't mentioned shit about this. Like not even, I don't even think I've even seen it like on their Top Rank Twitter. None of that shit. You know, so
which is wholesome, really. That's like, you know,
yeah,
sour grapes.
You know, absolutely. Like so, like I mean, it's your fault. Like he gave you a number you could have met. So like he didn't have to get paid $4 million. You know, it's like like he gave you a number and you guys didn't want to meet it for whatever reason.
Yeah,
so
see, Top Rank is kind of ran like the country. Like if you say Lopez is not deserving, but then he beat the guy who people said was one of the most deserving, but then Lomachenko wasn't really getting paid big money either.
No, he wasn't.
So it's like, you know, and Kambosos is the guy getting minimum wage, but now he's getting $15 minimum wage.
Facts.
So now a guy like Lopez, he deserved like $25 an hour.
Yeah. And so
Lomachenko was supposed to be making $27, $28. You see how all that works? There's levels.
Yep.
But Top Rank is trying to pay everybody $15 an hour, and then give Kambosos like $9 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Lomachenko get maybe 16, and Lopez would just get $15.50. It was some bullshit, but yeah, man. Like, if you're not gonna promote the fights right, let somebody else do it. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah. So we got Teofimo in the main event against George Kambosos. So in terms of prediction, so what are we thinking? LB, you started off, bro. What do we think is gonna happen in this fight?
Man, Lopez by KO, and he gonna call out Devin Haney afterwards.
That's real. Like, I mean, Devin had a successful title defense, and Devin is the only reason why Teofimo, as much as he wants to say that he's undisputed, he's not undisputed. Because of WBC fuckery that kept him from actually being truly undisputed.
I don't even want to blame WBC. That was more like a Lomachenko problem.
Yeah. Lomachenko fucked up. Yeah, Lomachenko fucked up, and then he lost his belts. So
WBC was just like, it was like the crack dealer outside with the crack. But Lomachenko ain't have to take it.
No, he didn't. But
he could have just walked by and kept going to the gym. But he took that easy work. Like he said, "Look, man, you can get this. No one's gonna say nothing, and they'll still respect you the same." Right.
Yeah, and then funny things, and once he lost, niggas ain't putting no type of respect on Lomachenko anymore. Like no one's not one bit of respect.
And you notice now ESPN had to put that fucking that second fucking you see 2 losses now.
Yeah, they got his record right now. Ain't no 13.
It's about time they corrected it.
About fucking time.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it's easy. I like sitting in a taxi and seeing a crack pipe on the front seat. Yo, that's the best way you could put it. Like Lomachenko sitting in the taxi, the WBC just slid the belt on the front seat. Was like, I mean, you want it? You don't have to take it. Like, he just couldn't help himself. He's like, fuck that. I take a couple pulls.
Yeah, and that's why I don't feel sorry for Lomachenko, because he caused this bullshit. He lost his belt, so now he's in a position
and didn't have a rematch clause.
Yeah, he had no rematch clause, so he's.
So I especially don't fucking feel sorry.
Yeah, he's assed out.
and I like Lomachenko, but I mean the game is the game.
I mean, the boxing gods saw that fuckery and was like, no, we can't let it go down like this. We want this unification, bro. Like Lomachenko, he's got to get punished. So, and that's what happens, man. The boxing gods, man. Like, I mean, karma is real in boxing. Like, it happens. It may happen sooner, it may happen later, but eventually it does get you at some point. Take
low is a big risk, low reward without the belts. The 4 queens are happy he doesn't have them anymore.
Facts.
The sad thing is, like, the queens won't fight each other, so I don't know.
That's also facts. That's big facts.
So hopefully, like, the sport needs Lopez to win impressively, and keep up the energy that we've been getting this year. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, Ryan Garcia had his performance that was good this year with the Campbell fight. He's doing fuck all right now. Who cares? But the fact that the performance was on point, the fight was a good fucking fight. Haney just gave us a good fight. It was better than his regular fight, so I'll say it was a good fight for him. He's on the Andre Ward scale.
Oh my god!
Hopefully, Shakur Stevenson has a great fight. Jamel Herring had a good fight this year. Fucking Tank needs to have a good fight. So a lot of these guys need to finish off the year with something. Like Colbert had a good fight. There's a lot of names around here
around 130, 135 though. That could really that could really bring in a new era in those divisions. But like I said, it's just they need to start fighting each other. Like, I mean, they're in their primes, or they're nearing them. So
just make the good performances happen first, and everything else will get settled after that. So Lopez by fucking late KO. No, mid-round KO. I think he's going to get this guy around 6 or round 7.
Yeah, I will say this though. I mean, because me and P did see. Well, I don't know if P saw the whole fight. We saw Kambosos live at the Crawford fight because he was fighting Mickey Bennett.
Yes. And Kambosos is a dog. I'll say that.
He is.
Kambosos is a dog, and he's gonna bring it to him.
He sure will.
Yeah, he got some names, but he did beat up Selby.
He did beat Selby.
He beat the crap out of Selby.
Yeah.
Damn, Selby fell far. Like at one time, I thought he was gonna be something, but man.
COVID operative, fuck Teofimo Lopez. Gifted a takeover, highly dubious decision against a one-armed featherweight who put an ass whooping on this fraud for the last 6 rounds. Damn, bro.
Yeah, tell him how you feel, man.
Yo, tell him why you mad, son.
Tell him why you mad. Tell him why you mad, son. Yo, these niggas out here, you see Puffin them, they out here, they on trains and shit. They got mermaids in the video, son. They just doing some weird shit. They just, oh, man.
No, I feel what you're saying because I mean for that Lopez Lomachenko fight cover, I had that shit 115, 113 because I thought Lopez would nearly damn near gave away that fight until the final round.
Yep.
Yeah, he kind of took it back that final round.
Lopez won the last round. I mean, Lopez definitely won the last round. I think
he did, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Lopez won that fight to me.
But the fight wasn't close like that, though.
It wasn't close like that. I don't know if people.
It really was not. Yeah, that whole
It wasn't.
that whole almost gave it away is quite an exaggeration.
Yeah. I mean,
like to me, honestly, I didn't have Lomachenko winning more than 4 rounds.
I had Loma winning 3 rounds.
God damn. And that's the thing. Y'all picked Loma, so
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, y'all was grading him harder than me. I fucking picked Lopez.
Yeah, you did. You did. Like I said, I thought he won 5 rounds. Like I mean, it's all up 3, 4, 5, nigga. Like it's all up and down. It's up and down the cards.
The fact that none of y'all had him winning and it was a draw, just kind of just. But that's the thing. Lomachenko should have had the rematch clause, though. That's his fault. So I can't really, he kind of underestimated Teofimo on that.
And truthfully, though, because honestly, I think it shouldn't have happened like the rematch clause because now we see what's happening with the heavyweight division and this shit, like the rematch clause and shit. I'm kind of getting pretty sick and fucking tired of rematch clauses.
Yeah, especially if it isn't like right away. Like if it's not. Within the next 6 months or some Ruiz Joshua shit, then kill the fucking rematch shit. Like, So I'm glad the dude kind of felt himself.
That's just. I mean, I get it. If it's a close fight, yeah, sure, a rematch. But I feel like every rematch clause just for the sake of having one is that can kind of be, and we're seeing that with the heavyweight division, unfortunately.
As much as a fan I was of Chad Dawson and Antonio Tarver, I didn't really want to see that second fight.
I don't think no one did. I mean, I think that shit was in Connecticut, and I still didn't want to see that shit. I didn't want to go see that.
I mean, this fact that they fought on your front lawn, and you was like, I got other shit to do.
Honestly, yeah, because I remember I was telling.
He was like, maybe the Steelers are playing.
Look, honestly, because I was telling my lady that because my lady was not a Chad Dawson fan. Like, I used to make her watch Chad Dawson fights, and she didn't like how he fought. So
what the fuck?
Chad.
Wow.
So when I was like, we should go see this fight, and she was kind of like, no, it might be too boring for me. And I was just like, I thought she was tripping over that.
Yeah, I second your opinion on that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna co-sign her opinion, but I was never in love with Chad like y'all were. So,
dude was exciting as fuck. Dude throwing uppercuts and fucking combinations, like. I don't know what was people's problem.
Shit. I mean, Chad was from the 203 Haven, so like I had no choice. I had to, that's the dude. I had to support him, bro. Like,
but look at all the guys Florida come out with, and I gotta be like, well, he's from Florida.
Yeah, like Birdo, and I shit on Birdo like it's going out of style.
See what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna be like, damn, we could have traded, but I'm just saying, like. Like it's like Chad Dawson, that might be a poll. Better career, Chad Dawson or Andre Berto. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Dudes be hating on Chad Dawson, so I'm kind of.
That's an easy one. Fucking Chad Dawson. Seriously, like.
Hold on, wait. Yo, Linares and Guerrero was easy for me, and people made that hard.
Nah, but this one's super easy. Come on now. I'm not gonna shit on Berto. I'm not gonna shit on Berto like Pat does, but really, like, nah.
All right, we'll see what the rest of the boxing family think. You know, that's coming soon.
That's coming soon. Yeah,
let's one of you biting ass motherfuckers want to take it.
Yeah, you know, like all types of engagement. When that happens, you know, vote and then share that and engage, bro. Because I mean, that's definitely coming.
Yeah, I gotta hear that. That's like the Kessler and Postal, who had a better career. I really want to see that work. Motherfuckers be tossing up some Postal, like, hold on.
You know, but regardless with Lopez and Kambosos, like, I mean, I do think it's gonna be. I honestly think because Kambosos is definitely a dog. I mean, I do think Lopez will probably knock him out. I'm thinking maybe round 10, he might get Kambosos out of there. You know, that's my prediction.
He better had a fight of the night on that card, though.
He better, and we'll get into that undercard shortly. Pilot, what about you? How do you think Lopez Kambosos will go?
Kambosos is like the great unknown. I mean, I think he fought Selby last. It was kind of a
yes
questionable decision. I mean, it was kind of like a either or pick him. I think Teofimo can get him out early. I'm talking about like 4th round knockout.
Oh, okay. you super confident.
I'm taking. I just think Lopez will catch him with something, and that'll be that. And then he'll talk his shit.
He gonna get the Comey special.
Yeah, the Comey special, definitely.
Yeah, because I mean, one thing about Lopez though, like dude is spectacular offensively. Like, you can't let him like really hit you like that. Like, bruh be landing those ready to rumble ass knockouts on couch.
Yeah, his speed and power is crazy, and reflexes are crazy.
Yeah, like. You know, Covert mentioned Lopez and his father manipulated Lomo to remove the rematch clause. You did? Really?
No. They didn't want to give him the rematch clause. Man,
did you lose money on fucking? Did you lose money on that fight?
Yeah, man.
Nah, man.
They haven't to the best of us, but damn.
They didn't want to give Lopez a rematch clause. So Lopez won, and
Yeah, and then Lomachenko. I mean, Lomachenko is back to. I mean, like I said,
how does the B side manipulate the A side into doing anything? Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to figure that out. Since when does that happen?
I mean, especially since Lomachenko couldn't be forced to actually fight Haney when Haney's mandatory came up. So it's like,
yeah. I mean, this is the thing. Like we giving Lomachenko too much credit. Like, we can't. Like, okay, even if he was manipulated, like, he ran into that shit from not fighting Haney, so it's like...
And he didn't throw for the first 6 rounds, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, come on, like, to me, it was, like, the easiest fight to score since Bernard Hopkins, Jermaine Taylor won.
Word.
And that was a fight where somebody ain't do nothing for the first 8 rounds.
Word.
So how the hell I'm gonna give a fight to somebody who ain't do nothing for 6 rounds and then he lose the last round? Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So even at the most, it's still a 115, 113, aka a Jermaine Taylor decision.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, so yeah, they were kind of tripping on that though, but you can't change the past. All you can do is just change the future, man.
Lomachenko needs to knock out Nakatani or put on a way better decision and call Lopez out or one of these other young bucks and get his mojo back. That's all it is. Like,
well, I mean, Lomachenko, luckily he has a fight later, and we'll talk about that probably in a different weekend where he faces, Nakatani, who's coming off a fight of the year. I don't know if you want to call it upset, but KO, against one Felix Verdejo, whose career is probably over now, because he couldn't handle that loss, so he did something bad. So yeah.
No. I heard the wife's dad manipulated Verdejo.
Oh my god.
They drove the nigga to the shorty house. They picked out the goons that was supposed to accompany him. I heard Chris and Snoop weren't available, so they got some Barksdale niggas.
Oh Lord.
They made sure that river was clear of any sharks or anything. And then I mean, come on, man. Like,
yeah, they was on some bullshit. You know,
I'm reading the comments. Y'all really into this Lomachenko shit? Like,
Barrel bums.
to me, it's true. Lopez Sr. was saying in an interview, Loma scared he'll lose. He wants a rematch clause. Then Loma said, okay, I'll take it. That ain't manipulating. That's calling somebody bluff.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, man. Look, man, we know Lopez Sr., he got that gift of gab. He be running his mouth, but
you
can't fall for that shit. Who's the pound for pound champ? Who's the guy who's top of the sport? You can't let some upstart just come manipulate you, parentheses. Come on, man. Like,
And I've actually met and talked to Lopez Sr. Like, bruh, he's a different breed. I will say that. Like, bruh is Teofimo Sr. is a different breed. I will say that. Like, he's
this era's Angel Garcia.
Yeah, he's what Angel Garcia wants to be, for real. Like, I'm not even bullshitting you. Like, Sr. is an interesting guy. He's a very he says some things. He says things. But
I mean, damn, we gotta. I mean, when we gonna give Lopez credit? Even if you had the fight a draw, that's 6 rounds that Lopez wasn't supposed to win.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all gotta respect the upsets, man. Like,
I mean, it was definitely an upset, and like I said, it was good. It was good for the sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, it buzzed. The ratings were good. Like, people talked about it, so I wasn't even.
And it was the last big fight that Top Rank actually promoted worth a damn.
Absolutely.
Because everybody was fucking asking about that damn fight.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? And then P, did you give your opinion on who you think was going between Lopez and Kambosos?
Oh no, I'm actually gonna go Lopez by decision. I think it's gonna be a fight where it'll go the distance, and it's gonna be a rough and rugged fight. I can see some definitely a knockdown or two, but I think it'll go decision. I think Kambosos is tough though, and he'll grind it out. He'll just get beaten up a little bit, but I think it'll go decision, unanimous decision, Teofimo.
Absolutely. So
okay.
So yeah, no, I mean, and like I said, this fight is probably probably one of the best of the night for the whole night. But now the rest of the card though, not as much. I mean, in the co-main, we got Franchon Dezern. Salute to her. She's she holds 2 of the super middleweight titles. I think the WBC and the WBO one, and then she's facing the other fighter who holds the other 2 belts in IBF WBA. Elin Shederos. So that's the main event. So that's an undisputed women's fight on that pay-per-view. And then after that, we get a fight that's more disappointing to me with Michael Hunter. Like I said, dude who's been floating around, and he's facing.
Yeah, I'll be forgetting you do not like Michael Hunter. The second.
No. I got nothing against the dude. It's just me. Like, I'm older now. Like, I'm not with all these boring ass boxers. Like, I'm like, give me some fucking fights. Like, give me some fades.
Your patience for spoiling ass fighters is deteriorated to nothing.
Well, in this particular case, he's fighting someone. If he's fighting a Mike Wilson, who I didn't even know who the fuck Mike Wilson was. I actually had to go I really had to go because that's an American. So I'm like, wait a minute, is this like a jobber that might have actually fought on the Friday night fights or some shit like that? Like, who the fuck is Mike Wilson? I really had to go take a look. Dude is basically is a career cruiserweight for the most part. His most notable opponent was fighting Denis Lebedev, who pretty much washed him over 12 rounds. So, and he looks old, and I especially hate his nickname, White Delight. So I automatically want him KO'd. I want him KO'd for
this
sure.
boxing NS version of Brian Scalabrine.
The White Delight. That nigga sound like a cheesecake.
Oh man! Stop.
And then I wasn't too happy with that. And then of course they had in the last fight of the main card, was Andy Vences versus John O'Carroll, which might actually be a better fight than might turn out on paper, but it's just like, ugh. You wanted a better fight, per se, you know.
And then Thriller like fell flat with the star power for this fight, this card though.
Yeah, and then hopefully the performances though. Now in terms of music performances, they have Meek Mill's the biggest one that they got. You know, along with Puerto Rican artist Mike Towers, and then reggaeton artist Luné. Which I, of course, when I hear reggaeton, I just immediately cringe. Yeah, you know.
And then Meek Mill loud enough for damn 20 more acts. So I mean, do you need that many people?
And then of course there's gonna be an undercard, and I believe Charles Conwell's on that one. You know, salute to Charles Conwell.
Yeah. Shout out to Charles Conwell.
Yeah, you know, he'll be facing Mark DeLuca, and there'll be a whole bunch of other prospects.
Lampley's not calling that fight yet, right? Lampley, not yet.
What's that?
Lampley, he's calling.
Jim Lampley is calling this card. Oh my goodness, yeah, Jim Lampley. You know, talk about a name from yesteryear. Jim Lampley's. I mean, now it's gonna be interesting to see how Jim Lampley and Snoop Dogg are gonna interact in the booth. Depending, of course, if there's gonna be any other people in the booth. So yeah, because I mean, we all know. I mean, Snoop. When Snoop dials it back, you know, like he did in Roy Jones and Mike Tyson, he brings a fresh perspective.
But he had the right supporting cast for that one too, though.
Yeah.
The last time they were just grabbing anybody, like, hey, yo, you want a spot? Come here, take this blunt. Hey, take this drink.
Yeah, I was saying, yeah.
Just grab a seat. Hold on. Hey, nigga, you got them ribs? Yo, we got wings over here, like.
Yeah, they went left with the fuckery on the second one in the booth. You know, and then Covert. I mean, honestly, Covert, we have a lot of different opinions of how we score fights. Like, it's not really serious lack of ability. It's like we always like. Honestly, it's like we only agree on fights like once in a while. Like it's not common, but variety is.
Yeah, we battle all the time with scoring fights, but like honestly, there's like we like honestly, like we gotta address this. Like people have to stop with this whole notion of slow motion, mute, play the fucking boxing match on a Tuesday while listening to Al Green in the background with scrambled eggs cooking, with the Dipset album playing. Like, boxing is meant to be lived and seen in the moment.
Right.
Same thing when you scoring fights. If you have to do all of that to score a fight, then there's something wrong with the way you're assessing in live time. That's not to say I don't appreciate the punch stack videos and shit that's out there. That's cool.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Yeah, like there's this one, shout outs to the Artorias Boxing. I think that's his name. Forgive me if I'm wrong. But he makes good videos with the punch stats and it shows, sometimes it shows a different fight, but like my eyes know what they see. Like, and Lomachenko was handcuffed too much in that fight. Like, he just really was. Like, did he come on strong? Yeah, he did, but
he did.
He was just handcuffed. Like, and it is what it is.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, like we always like every single time, like because we every single time we watch a fight, and like I said, the scores will always be, the scores will always be like up and down, like I said, because it's not because we do it just for for fuckery shit. Like, I mean, this is sometimes just how it is. But like I said, it's just it's just right. That's how we do it.
And nobody had to fight a robbery.
Yeah, no, exactly. Pretty much.
To be honest, I'll tell you what. The Joe Smith. What's his name? The last fight he just had.
Maxim Vlasov. Yeah.
Vlasov Joe Smith was a closer fight than Lomachenko Lopez, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I can definitely see that too. I can definitely.
And the thing is, you had some people saying that was a robbery, and I felt that was a draw.
Yeah, so I mean,
sometimes that's how it be. But in a fight where Lopez and Lomachenko were not too much is going on, ring generalship is scored, and then one guy is handcuffed to the other, and he can't really fight the other, and he can't do nothing. I can't give him those rounds.
Right.
That's just the way it is. Like, that's nothing against Lomachenko. Like, I probably hype up Lomachenko more than anybody on this channel.
Yeah, and like
Just not for that fight. You know, I was Lopez, but still, like, you go back to the other video, I told people Campbell was going to give Lomachenko a tough fight.
Mm-hmm.
What happens afterwards? Lomachenko said, I was like, it's toughest fucking fight. You go back even further, I say, Linares is going to give Lomachenko a tough fight. At the moment, that was one of Lomachenko's toughest fights.
Absolutely.
So, like, I be knowing it was good with Lomachenko. Like, I think I give him his credit, and and I get on him when he ain't on point. But it is what it is. Like, shit. Like, y'all ain't ready for the semantic battles we be having for fucking scoring.
Yeah. Y'all ain't ready.
We'll go all day with that shit. Ain't nothing else to get talked about. We'll be like, nah, motherfucker, Canelo ain't win no 6 rounds in that damn rematch. Nah. Jacobs won 7 rounds. Nah. Roman Gonzalez, he only won 5 rounds here. Like, shit, man.
Yeah, it's all that area. Like I say, it's just how we get down with the scorecards, bro. That's all it is, man. But typically, like, the feelings are at least we do feel like mostly like the winners are who they're supposed to be. So I mean, it's that's
that's just the game, man. Look, Lomachenko, he's not too old where he can't make no comeback.
Nah.
So all he got to do is just get it in blood, beat one of these young guys, look impressive, and call him out. And honestly, no one can convince you not to put a rematch clause in it. You the champ.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's like saying like, nah, you don't have to use a condom, but then you get her pregnant. then it's like, the bitch tricked me. we gonna blame the bitch, or we gonna be like, damn, you should have just wrapped up.
Word. But Triller. I mean, in the pretty much the most important thing about this Triller event is because it doesn't have the type of star power. It doesn't have the old star power or the new star power. It's gonna be interesting to see what this actually does on pay-per-view, because pretty much how this card performs will really depend on how Triller moves forward in this boxing market. Because it is pay-per-view, and it's gonna be one of the ones where, I mean, I'm definitely gonna be watching this fight. I mean, it's gonna either be on one of my laptops or on my TV. Because I'm definitely gonna be watching it because I want to see how this is gonna play out.
Make the prediction for the pay-per-view sales, and then we good.
Yeah, for that's hard. Honestly, that's harder than predicting the fights, nigga. Like, I can't. Like, how am I supposed to like, I mean,
does
honestly,
it do Clarissa Shield numbers, or I do like Golovkin, the real numbers?
No.
Or?
See, honestly, Triller's more of a brand than Clarissa Shields right now, and that's being 100% real. Like, that's not cap. Like, Triller's more known than Clarissa Shields in boxing. Like,
damn.
I'm not even. Am I wrong though?
I mean,
I
wouldn't argue with you.
I mean, Triller's buzzing right now. So I mean, that's the thing. So if I have to say this, I'm thinking maybe 150,000, 200,000 max. Like,
wow, I'm gonna go and say 75.
See, because if a high number really, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, a high number, like if they break 1 million with this pay-per-view, like legitimately, then
that's not happening.
Yeah. Then Top Rank will be in some shit. They'll have to deal with that shit.
That's not gonna happen. You got to get Ryan Garcia and some YouTubers and then Haney and some other young guys who could really be on the card and stack it up. Like, but they don't seem like they do that. They just keep giving a good main event or a solid main event or whatever, and then they kind of everything else falls into place. So
like this is the first one. I mean, this is the first Triller pay-per-view that just has a square card. Like, there's no special attracting shit. There's
no even special boxing matches attached to it. Like, it's a regular damn ESPN level main event.
Facts, yeah, and that's what makes it interesting. What was that, Pilot?
It's like their actual first regular boxing,
Yeah,
bells and whistles.
And truthfully,
and it's underwhelming as fuck for the first one, though.
And truthfully, they said that's what they wanted to do because I mean, I'm pretty sure they heard all the complaints of how, because like I said, because last review went all the way left with the fuckery, and then the boxing was not really where it needed to be.
That's why they brought Lampley in. But look, man, You can't put fucking croutons and the balsamic vinaigrette on chicken shit and call it a chicken salad.
Yo,
So that's all I'm saying. Like, you know, if it do more than 100,000, then I think that's a win considering what they offered us. I mean, think about it.
right.
We got better cards on fucking Showtime 2 weeks in a row than what we paying for pay-per-view. And this shit is like 30 minutes away from me. So
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, the credentials going out for that shit.
I'm actually surprised though, LB or Rome, that you guys didn't want to go actually see that shit live.
No, I mean, like, I'm asking now though, like, is anything?
You know, I mean,
I feel like I'll be missing like so much other boxing just being there.
I mean, there's 5 cards. I mean, if you actually went there live, you'd miss 4 other cards going on.
4 other better cards.
You know, I mean, there are no other better
at least
cards.
the Floyd fight is like fuckery and, you know, you just being out South Beach, whatever, it's an event. But the Triller cards, that shit would legit feel like work.
Yeah, but I mean, Meek, that's why they say like Meek Mill. I mean, Meek Mill is there. I mean, so
That's Rome right there, right? He a Meek Mill fan.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, honestly, I mean, if it does well, you know, kudos. If it does well, that means Triller did his job and Top Rank didn't. Because I don't think I mean, a pay-per-view with Top Rank hasn't done big business since well, I mean, they had Fury and Wilder, but that's PBC and Top Rank together.
Yeah, I don't care. You'd have to go back to damn Shane Mosley versus damn David Estrada or some shit.
For pay-per-views that done well or shitty?
ESPN? No, I'm talking about like a decent pay-per-view. I don't think they ever had one that did well.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah, the ESPN pay-per-view, yeah, it's been a hot.
I'm thinking like that was like Cintron Margarito Part 2. Yeah, Shane on there, or I'm mixing 2 cards up.
I mean, either way, those fights were on point though. That's the
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You had to jump in a fucking time machine for them fights.
For real. So yeah, I mean, if Triller does his thing with the pay-per-views, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how they move going forward if it does well, and how, you know, like a Top Rank, you know, or fighters actually fight on that platform go forward. Because like I said, because now we have one word that will be used, and that will be called leverage. And Top Rank does not want to give Teofimo Lopez any more leverage than he already has.
That's that spiteful shit, man.
Yeah. You know, but yeah, like I say, yeah, we definitely hope we hope that card actually does well. And then we got one more card that we're going to talk about, and this is the card